Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you follow me on Snapchat, which I know that's how most of my videos start because I'm the most present and there on Snapchat, I had this-ish look on Christmas Eve and you guys loved it and wanted to see a video. So I thought since I missed Christmas and didn't do any Christmas glam tutorials for you guys, I would do a New Year's Eve tutorial. So this is my Christmas Eve take, but just a little bit more dramatic and fun for like a New Year's Eve party, things like that. And for this eye look, I use the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, which is one of my faves. It's gorgeous. And then I also use the Morphe 39A Dare to Create palette, which is huge and it is stunning. It's in 4 color stories with the middle row is transitions. That's why they're bigger. So this is one, and then these 2 are broken up the same way. It is absolutely stunning. Love Morphe shadows. And then the star of the show, in my opinion, are the glitters that I use on my eyes. So this is a brand called Dear Katie Brown. She's out of Texas and she as a person is amazing. But you guys, look at these glitters. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, you trying to get on camera, Gray?
Yeah.
Okay, come sit in my lap. Where's your shirt, child?
I don't know.
So if you guys want to see, my hands are cold, I know. If you guys want to see how I got this kind of magenta, fuchsia-y, New Year's Eve sparkly eye, and these reddish pink lips, then just keep watching.
Baby.
So to start, I'm going to take the shade Golden Ochre first, and then Burnt Orange. I pointed to the wrong one, and just work those into my crease as a transition shade. I'm using the Morphe R37 Fluffy Blending Brush. I love this brush so much. And I'll just be using windshield wiper motions to make sure everything is nice and blended. Take this beautiful 39A palette and use the second transition shade there in the center. The only reason why I use the first 2 from the Modern Renaissance palette first is because the shades in this palette actually look a lot deeper in person than they are on camera. I've noticed that in all the pictures and videos compared to when I got mine. So I just want to use something first to make sure I didn't just throw on color without having a good seamless base first. And then going back into the Modern Renaissance palette, I'm going to take the shade Venetian Red on that same brush and just press that into the outer V and then start blending it out. This palette is very pigmented and this color has a lot of payoff, but I'm just kind of playing around with the colors and pressing them in first and then blending them so I have more control over the color. And I'm still using the same R37 for Morphe. Now going back to the 39A on my Sigma E25, I'm going to take that pink fuchsia shade and also press that into the outer V and then blend out. This brush is a little bit smaller and more defined, so this is going to build up a lot of color while still allowing you to blend at the same time so you don't have a harsh line. I don't know what is up with this eyelid, but it never holds pigment like it used to. I guess it must be dry or something, I'm not sure, but it's been doing that with all my looks. So I'm still just going to press it in and then blend. Now I'm going to take the shade Red Ochre and Real Gar on my Morphe R37 and just start working those toward the front of my brow just to blend everything together and also deepen up the crease and kind of make the pink shade on my outer V and my crease a little bit more smooth and blended together. And now I am going to switch to my Morphe M527 with the shade Golden Ochre just to kind of blend out any harsh lines. And just a random side note, I did half this video as a voiceover and half of it as a talk through. I forgot, like literally I filmed from 11 o'clock yesterday to 8 o'clock just because it's hard with 2 kids and I didn't realize that until I filmed 3 videos in one day. So just bear with me here on this one. I'm actually using the shade Love Letter from the Anastasia palette and still using that same press and blend motion. Now for my lid, I'm going to take that bright fiery red and just apply that onto my lid as a base. And then I'm actually going to dip into the Saharan 2 palette from Juvia's Place and take that really beautiful purple shade in the center and just apply that right over the top of the red. That's just to add a little bit more intensity. And act as a base for the glitters that we're about to use on our lid. Now with no additional product, I'm going to take that Sigma E25 again, just to blend out the harsh line for my mobile lid into my crease a little bit. And now we get to sparkle. So let's take the Dear Katie Brown glitters. I'm actually going to use 3 different shades today because I wanted to use them all because I love them so much. But we're going to stick with 3. The first one is Spiritual Rebellion. And it's just a beautiful peachy pink. And I love the dimension that these have and the color payoff and everything like that. You barely just have to tap your finger to get some product. And you just place it on and build it up as much as you want. This one is the shade Tracy. And it's a gorgeous like magenta kind of fuchsia shade with some purple mixed in. And then I'm going to do one more after this, which is probably one of my favorites, which they're all my favorite, but I loved it for this look. This is the shade Melinda, and it is again pink and has some goldish kind of peach to it, but on your eye, it just looks stunning. So I was out of frame, go figure, when I was applying my lower lash line, so I just used the shade Red Ochre and Real Gar underneath. If you don't want a bright lip like the one that is in the thumbnail and on my Instagram, this is a nude lip. I will leave this comment down in the description box. But now we're actually going to do the red lip on camera. The first time that I wore this look, I had on 3 different liquid lipsticks and a lip liner. This time I'm just going to do the last, what I ended up with. I started off with Anastasia Catnip and then used Tropical Punch from the Too Faced Kenny Johnson collection. Or collab, and it was a little bit brighter than I wanted, so I added that red liner with Masochist and got the perfect shade. So I'm just going to try Masochist in the lip liner. So I used the L'Oreal Infatuated With You. It's one of their matte liners, so Infatuated With You, but it's called Infatuated With You. It's a beautiful red. So I'm going to line my lips with that and also kind of fill it in so I can blend the Masochist in better. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Masochist from Jeffree Star, which this is so odd. Like, this formula is just different from the other ones. I bought a second one thinking maybe my first one was a dud, but it's just so thick and like creamy. It's not the same as its others, but it's such a beautiful color, I don't even care. I am going to take a little bit of catnip just to try to make it the same-ish shade. Okay, some of that on, and then more of Masochist. I'm going to take some more of the lip liner to add a little bit more red on the outside of my lips. Now that is our lip, and I've already set my face, added everything else, highlight everything. So this is the eye look and the lips that I wore in that photo, and then I kind of New Year's Eve'd it up and made it a little more dramatic. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you guys have a fun and safe New Year's Eve with all your friends and family members. 2018 is going to be an amazing year, I can already tell. Thank you guys so much for watching and for all your support. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Say hey everyone.
Hey.
Say have a happy new year.
Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
I wish you a Merry
We're still stuck on Christmas.
We wish you
Say thank you for watching.
We wish you
Say thank you for watching.
Christmas and a Happy New Year. I wish you a Merry Christmas.
Thank you guys.
I